Okay, we're recording. It's official. All right, guys, let me highlight. There we go. I want to be this way. Okay, I think I'm officially ready. I think I'm ready. Oh my goodness, it's June 1st. Hello, June. It is here. Time just keeps marching on. So let's just start by saying thank you, God, for the gift of a new day. And just may we all turn our hearts to gratitude this morning for the many blessings that we all opened our eyes to. We all opened our eyes this morning, and our life was flooded with an overflow of blessings. The sun came up this morning. We're awake. We're alive. We have breath in our lungs. Our lives are filled with opportunities. Our lives are filled with God's love. Our lives are filled with people who love us and cherish us and care about us. And so let's cultivate a heart posture of gratitude this morning as we kick off this really momentous, exciting month. Even if you're in a hard season and even if you're having a really hard day already, there's much to be grateful for, and God's common grace is over all of our lives. So it is June 1st. It's a special month in our world, in the Mary Kay world, because it's like game seven of the World Series. It's like the final finals. It's the final push. It's the sprint to the finish line. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of energy to it. There's a lot of opportunity this month. It's a deadline. Deadlines are our friends because they invite us to do things maybe we wouldn't otherwise do without the deadline. And so it's a 30-day window that carries more weight than most of the months of our year. I mean, every day is important, guys. Every month's important. Every moment's important. But then you have these time frames where like, ooh, it just carries more weight. And so we're in that window. And so I've used this analogy forever. So I'm gonna paint this picture for you guys that a national area, a unit, a team is it's like a baseball game. Okay, I'm sure you've been to a baseball game, whether MLB or Little League. There's this uh, there's many roles that have to go into a baseball game to make a baseball game fun, successful, exciting. Of course, you've got the team, and then within the team, you've got the starting lineup, and then you've got those MVP players that just really shine, and then you've got the head coach, and then you've got the coaching staff, and you got the first base coach and the third base coach. Then you've got all the parents, and you've got all the families there, and all the fans, and you've got at a higher level season ticket holders, and then you've got concessions. You got to have foods, you got concessions, and the people working concessions, and just a lot of different parts and pieces and people and roles that go into having a successful baseball game. And if you take any one of those parts away, it's not what it could be. And so that's what our area is. That's what our team is. It's like a baseball game. There's many roles. There's many parts that people play, big and small, but it's all important to the success and growth of our area collectively. And so here's my big ask this month. This is my big ask to all of you, is that you would play the game with us this month. Just be in the game in some way, some capacity. I know you have your own goals, your own life, your own role you want to play, but just be in the game with us. Have fun with us, play a role, and be a part of something bigger than yourself. That's a beauty of our business is that we invite women to be a part of something bigger than they could ever create on their own. It takes a community of people to do that. And so come be in the game with us at some level in some capacity. So here's my next big ask. So the first one is be in the game, like make a contribution that impacts a lot of people. Be a part of something bigger than yourself. And then my next big ask and focus for our area is to beat your best in some way or capacity this month. Beat your best in some area of your business. That is our June strategy. So our overall area strategy is to beat our best month so far this seminar year. So out of all the 11 months we've already had, we want to have our strongest, biggest. We want to like go out with a bang and have our biggest month this seminar year. And so what that means is that each unit has a certain number, a certain goal to hit. Directors, I'll be communicating that with you individually and one-on-one later today. We are recording, right? Yeah, okay, good. Um, Okay, so that's like we're gonna try to beat our best, have our biggest, best month ever this seminar year. And then my unit, my individual unit, Lachlan unit goal is to be our best. Our best is 60,000 wholesale. So we're going for 61,000 wholesale. Yeah, so we're gonna work on that. Area is gonna have the biggest, best month, and then I want to invite you individually to have your beat your best in some way. Is it faces? Have you done 30? We'll do 31. Is it sales? Is it your customer appreciation sale, beating your best in sales that way? Is it some kind of sharing goal? Is it a recruiting goal? Is it a seminar court goal? Is it a car goal? What is an area that you could have your best month ever in? Or multiple areas if you've got some big goals. We just had a consultant. Is she on? Oh, I don't think she could be on because she works. She just hit her third month in a row of Gen X Elite. Um, and to my knowledge, had never done Gen X Elite before. Now just did it for 90 days in a row. Moved up to team leader plus plus plus, has recruited a ton of people, sold a ton of product. It's Jermika, you guys from Blythe Egbert's unit. She told me this morning that she finished her Gen X Elite goal. So it could be Gen X. It could be finishing your star for the first time. It could be finishing your highest level star. It could be rise and radiate. It could be finishing up your consistency with that. So I want you on the Zoom to be thinking and jot down if you can, like what's a beat your best goal this month that you can achieve, and drop your goals in the chat. What is it for you? If you already kind of know what that is, and I bet many of you do, that you're gonna go for and that's gonna stretch you, drop it in the chat. I want to see what those goals are. So, okay, so here's another way to think about it. Like whatever your normal patterns are in your business, just like month to month, kind of your normal routine of selling and ordering and working your business. Choose something that would be like the record for you. So take that normal and stretch it a little bit, stretch that normal beyond just the normal rhythm. So, yes, Amy is finishing her car to driving free for a decade. That's amazing. 10 years of driving free. So, what number of car is this for you? What, like five, maybe five, six? I know. It's hard to keep track. Good problem to have. I don't remember how many free cars I've earned in my business. I would really have to count it up. Sarah Getz finishing Cadillac by June 30th. Ninth free car, probably a decade plus of driving free cars. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, so you guys keep dropping that in the chat. I want to see your best goals here this month. And I do want to mention seminar. I'm going to go into a few more details when I can screen share some information with you. But I do want to mention seminar. Registration is open. We will be in Fort Worth, Texas for the first time ever. Last year we were in Charlotte for the first time ever. If you don't know, they're remodeling the Dallas Convention Center. And so our home for seminar for the past however many years is being remodeled. So it kind of kicked us out of our home for seminar. So we were in Charlotte last year. They're going to be in Fort Worth this year for the first time ever. Next year, I have no idea. It'll just be another surprise for us. I would not be surprised if Fort Worth maybe becomes a temporary home because it's so connected to the Dallas area. But we're going to be in Fort Worth. Nickname is Cowtown. Really fun city to be in. You can fly into DFW or Love Field. So there are two airports. DFW is the international one, but Love Field is another airport you can fly into. And Southwest Airlines partnered with Mary Kay to offer discount flights into the Love Field airport. And to my knowledge, it's the same distance as DFW. It's not like a big distance difference. Yes, Darcy's shaking her head. Yes. So it's not like it's closer or farther away from where you would need to be in Fort Worth. And so check out Southwest. Um, there's a flyer that we have shared that gives you the details on that. And I'm going to talk about seminar more in just a minute, but let's do a little bit of recognition before I get into the content. And we need to keep moving quickly because I got a lot to cover. We also have a guest speaker. Our very own Kara Scheidt is going to be training us on this Zoom. I'll introduce her in a few minutes after I go over some content I want to share. But she is going to be training on an area of her business that she has really mastered. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from her. So this is Rise and Radiate for the month of May. I believe it's final. I know the month just closed out last night, but I'm pretty sure it's final. Um, Donna, you're registered for seminar and your flight is booked. I love it. Um, yes, we're going to go over some details in just a second on that. Um, okay, so from the Bart's unit, Shelly Harrison, sales director Melissa Jameson, and as you guys can see in the parentheses is the number of consistent months you've done since January. This is not a promotion for directors. The directors don't have access to this. Their Rise and Radiate promotion is something different, but you can see the number of months. Shelly at 2 months consistently, Colleen Elliott at 4 months, Charlotte Goody-Coons at 3, Kara Scheid at 2, Leanne Gerard 1 month, Lydia Harvey 3 months, Nissa Beasley 5 months, on target for 6 months, Sam Tipton 1 month, Elizabeth Clark 2 months, Connie Sejo 5 months, on target for the 6 month consistency, Jermika Chenault at 5 months, Amber Dye at 3 months, Alicia Barlow 2 months, Adrian Klopfenstein at 1 month, Michelle Knowlton 4 months, Melody Peterson 5 months, Sarah Perry 4 months, Hillary Putoff, sales director, Amani Collins 2 months, Lindsay Isaacs 1 month, Darcy Angelo 5 months, Lorraine Foster at 3 months, and Amy Rhodes finished it in May as well. So congrats on that. And then let's do some star recognition, you guys. We have kind of a fun challenge that I'm about to share with you to finish out the quarter. Oh, don't want to zoom in that much. So here are our fourth quarter stars so far. And officially, as of today, there are 15 days left in the fourth quarter. So Melody Peterson is leading the way as the #1 star right now in the area, followed by Jermika, Melissa Jameson, Hillary Putoff, Monica Gordon, who is on Jermika's team, Michelle Knowlton, Sarah Perry. Michelle and Sarah Perry are new consultants, first time ever stars. So congratulations to them. Colleen Elliott, Lorraine Foster, I think, is a brand new first time star, and Amy Rhodes. And then so many of you so close. Let's look at this list down here. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, Connie Sejo is like $75 away. She is a consistent four-quarter star. Blythe Egbert, a breath away. Amani Collins, Kara Scheid, Charlotte Goody-Coons, Alicia Barlow, Amber Dye, Nissa Beasley, Lydia Harvey, Darcy Angulo, Jennifer Smalley, Candy Gitchef, Elizabeth Clark, very close. Connie Smith, Leanne Gerard, Megan Stevens, Shelly Harrison, Carrie Schulze, Sam Tipton, Lindsay Isaacs, Bernadette Hood, Annette Plyman, Renee Funkhauser, Sarah Miller, Danielle Crockett, Beth Williams, Paula Bauk, Cherie Flowers, Helen Maloney, Teresa Benter, Julie Becker, Gina McDevitt, Adrian Klopfenstein, Laura Pence, Sharon South, Eric Funkhauser, Labria Harrison, Elizabeth Carlson, Brooke Hutton, and Mary Lou Sovich, close to your star. So we're going to talk about an idea that's going to support you guys in wrapping that up in just a second here. Um, so let me explain a program we're going to do in June that I'm really excited about. So my main goal with the following things I'm going to share with you right now, here's my main goal, is to equip you to better your life through the vehicle of your Mary Kay business. That's like, if you zoom out high level, that's what we're after. I want to equip you to better your life in some way, in some capacity, through the vehicle of your Mary Kay business. And I want to share ideas and strategies and engage you in participating with these ideas and strategies to be your best in some area of your business. And that effort, that work that you would do would better your life in some capacity and create more opportunity for you and your family, grow you as a person, sharpen you, challenge you, require you to use more courage and become a better version of yourself. Okay, so that's what we're after. And I want to share a mindset that I want you to take with you into June. And I know some of you have really grasped this mindset already. Like you're there. This is you live and breathe this mindset. And for some of you, this may be kind of new to think of sales in this way. Okay, but I want to share this mindset. And the mindset is I don't sell, I add value. Okay. I don't sell, I add value. And I know that's sort of maybe a paradigm shift because what do we do? We're in sales, we sell a product. But I want you to think about it in a different way than just a transactional exchange with your customers. Okay. I don't sell, I add value. Because it's never about what we go out to get, but it is more about what we can give through the love and service to our customers and our team members. Okay, and those words are easy to say. Like those are easy to say. We're all like, yes, 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 I value that. That's a priority to me. But it takes a different like posture, heart posture to really believe that and let that be the air that you breathe in your Mary Kay business. That I'm really doing this to go love and serve people. And if success and sales and growth in business comes from that, great. But my heart posture is love and service. Okay. Here's a quote for you. If you see people as broken, you'll want to fix them. If you see people as valuable, you'll want to serve them. And so we don't, you have to see value to add value. Right? I don't sell, I add value. Well, you have to first see the value in people to be able to even begin to add value to their lives. And we have this responsibility, this accountability, this opportunity to serve others and make a difference in people's life and to partner with God in the work He's invited us into. And so it's more than just transactional. It's more than just like, let me give you this product and you give me the retail value of it. It's more than transactional, it's relational, and it can be very transformative. And remember, you are the ultimate gift, okay? Not the products, although they are a gift, but you are the actual and ultimate real gift that you're giving to people. And that, my friends, is what sets us apart. Okay. Uh, Amazon doesn't offer that. TikTok doesn't offer that. Sephora doesn't offer that. Like we are the gift to give people, and it's what gives us that edge and sets us apart. When you can really cultivate that with how you serve your customers, they're going to feel that, and it creates a loyalty and connection um, with your customer base. So it's our edge that the rest of the industry just doesn't and cannot offer. So here's what we're going to do in June. We are going to do what we're going to call June Bloom. Okay, June Bloom. And we have, and let me just share it with you because I think the visual will help to explain this concept. La 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 la. Let's do that. Okay, we already talked about stars. Let's go to boards. By the way, guys, this is the homepage of my boards page, boards folder. If you're in your directors, stay in your directors. If you want the free version, you can only be in one, so be in hers. If you pay for it, you can be in multiples. If you're not a part of one, you can be a part of ours. This says May important stuff, and this is kind of where I house all the like relevant, super relevant things. There's a lot in this folder. There's all like the relevant flyers, and then there's all the kind of like relevant folders in there. It has not been updated for June because we just haven't had a chance yet, but we'll get it updated for June, and that's where you'll find all the June and relevant and right now flyers. But we're going to look at a page that we're going to be using for this June Bloom concept. Um, Come on, little flyer, load up there. It's not loading the main flyer. That's okay. Um, so when you June Bloom is June 1st today, starts today, and it goes through, and it's not showing me the things I really actually want to see right now, guys. It's not showing me the right things. It's not loading the things. So we're
I think
gonna,
it's showing on our side. Like we
is
were
it?
seeing all the things.
Ah,
Mom,
what is it, babe?
can I get my own toilet and my own shower and my own my own
What is it, babe? Yes, you can. You can go do that.
I want to get for my birthday.
Okay, you want to get it for your birthday. All right. No, it's not. Okay, so I know it's showing something, but it's not showing. it's like not showing it in order or something, or something's off. It's not showing what I want it to show. So I'm emailing myself what I want it to show right now. And let's see if I can get this. Come on, refresh. There we go. Okay. So guys, we're going to do these tic-tac-toes. June 1st through June 15th. Okay. So we've got June, the first week in June, we have a tic-tac-toe for that week. And then the second week in June, we have a tic-tac-toe for that week. And so when you complete one of those, just one, and there's 8 little challenges to do within the one tic-tac-toe, and or you do $1,000 day, which I'm going to explain in just a second. That's what Kara's going to train on. When you do one or the other, and or participate in $1,000 day, and sell at least $200, you earn a color course that we're going to do. We're doing this intro to color. Guys, it's Miranda Rains. You may have heard of her. If you don't follow her, follow her. She's a Mary Kay consultant. And her primary business is an image consultant. And so she trains people on color and color theory and fashion. She actually did a star outing for us once and trained us on the top 10 trending fashion tips right now. So she knows color, she knows accessories, she knows clothes, she knows style, she knows closet, she knows makeup color, she knows foundation color, she knows all the things related to that image consulting industry. And she's going to do intro to color analysis with us. So you earn this. You earn this. I'm paying her. She's going to come on a Zoom on June 22nd at 9:30. And the way you earn it is to do one of the tic-tac-toes, one or the other. You can pick the one. Or you can hold $1,000 day and sell at least 200 retail. Okay. And ideally you do all that, right? Because we're trying to beat our best here. So ideally you do all that, but you can choose those. So let's go through. So here's tic-tac-toe 1, and then here's tic-tac-toe 2. Okay, so 2 different tic-tac-toes, and let's actually go through what they contain and what they involve. Okay, so here's how to have $1,000 day. Kara's going to go into details with this, but we have these flyers. They give you real detailed instructions. Kara actually created these years ago. This is a system that she has mastered years ago and has consistently done in her business in June. And she just has very detailed, very thorough, very, very effective instructions on how to execute on this. And she's going to talk through it with us. Okay, so that's on this boards page that you're going to have access to the link. Here's just a generic flyer. Annual customer appreciation sale, one day only, Saturday, June 13th, all day. I thought it'd be fun for us to all to do it on the same day. Now you don't have to, because I know you have your own systems, your own rhythm, and everything. But I thought it'd be fun if all of us or most of us do it on June 13th, 2 days before the quarter ends. So Saturday, it's a one day only customer appreciation sale. Here is a generic flyer that we made for you guys to use if you want to use this. And here's the sale ideas. They get $10 in free products and 2 half-price items. That's Monica Gobo's special deals, double deals, special deal flyer for every 50 they spend. So they spend 50, they get $10 in free product, 2 half-price items. And then they unlock free shipping at 100. Now, if you want to use this flyer, but you need to change some things, here's the editable Canva version for you to kind of take this template and make it your own if you want to adjust some things with that. And then here's Kara's. I wanted to share this with you as her idea and how she does it. Okay, so you would have to mimic this. Obviously, you're not going to use Kara's. This is just an idea if you want to mimic how she does it, and she's going to talk more about that. And here's the announcement. Now, new consultants out there, like new consultants and or people with like 10 customers or under. Okay, you guys doing $1,000 day if you're new or if you have a very, maybe very, very small customer base, doesn't make as much sense as maybe trying to do a 24, 24, and 24, where you take one day only, and sell $24 in products or more to 24 people. That is probably a better strategy to do than $1,000 day because that's really working with a customer base. Okay, so you're just gonna have to decide what might be more effective for you. If you do a 24, 24, and 24, here are the scripts, recommendations for scripts, message one, message two. We have the link for the virtual catalog that you can share, um, follow-up scripts that you can use. We have a flyer of the best. We actually just updated this, you guys, because it has the new prices. I got to get the updated one on here, but it's a flyer that you can use with best sellers, and a tracking sheet you can use. Okay, so if you're new or you have a very small customer base, I would recommend doing a 24 challenge and pick a day. Still do it on June 13th with all of us doing $1,000 day and sell some product that day. Okay. Um, we've got a Father's Day selling script. This is one of your challenges on the tic-tac-toe to reach out to 5 customers about Father's Day. And so your script would be, I learned this from Linda Tupin years ago, is, hey, I provide a gift giving service with my business. We have a men's line of skincare and colognes at different price points. Would you consider getting a Mary Kay gift for one of the important men in your life? Okay, very simple, straightforward. You after a gift giving service, you're asking them to consider getting one important man in their life a Mary Kay gift. And then I included some flyers with a man can idea and just Father's Day or men's products for Father's Day. So we included some flyers there. Another thing on the tic-tac-toe is just to submit your bookings in Reco by June 5th. We made sure all the links were easily accessible there. And then another challenge each week is to pass out 10 lookbooks in your community, just out and about in your neighborhood, at your soccer games, at your baseball games, at your uh, social gatherings, just when you're out and about in the community, when you're shopping, when you're running errands, you would pass out 10 lookbooks. Okay, so that's challenge for week 1 in June, and then to do it again in week 2. So essentially, it's 20 lookbooks that you're passing out in the first 2 weeks of June. Angel Fry, she's a longtime Mary Kay sales director who she was sort of the originator and the visionary for this idea. And she trains on it. She actually made an 8-minute video for us. I asked her for training and she's like, it's not really updated, but let me do a fresh one for you guys. So she made this 8-minute video that she's going to use it for her unit too. But she's like, I want to get a fresh one for you. So let me do a fresh one. And so this link right here, when you click this button, it's her 8-minute training on how to actually do this. And her main script is, I have this for you. Okay, so you have the lookbook and you see a woman at a baseball game and you're chatting with her and you say, "Hey, I have this for you." That's like the leading part of the script. And then from there you're making a connection and you're getting her cell phone number so you can text her your virtual business card. And Angel goes into more details about that, but it's this really easy, very friendly, very warm, like, "Hey, I have this for you." Not People don't respond, they don't resist that. Like somebody saying, "Hey, I have this for you." There's not a resistance. There's not a wall goes up when somebody says that. So it's a great entry into having a conversation with her, giving her a catalog and being able to follow up with her. If you want to take it a step further, you include samples. If you want to take it even a step further, you include marketing information. If you want to take it a step further, you book a session with her. But the most simple scaled down version of this is like, "Hey, I have this for you." And it's a way to network and make connections in your community. Okay, let's talk about a script for foundation sessions. That is another thing on your tic-tac-toes, is that each week you would reach out to 10 people about booking a foundation session. So we're doing this fun thing, okay? Mary Kay just upgraded their foundation. Here's the script. Hey, so-and-so, Mary Kay just upgraded their foundations that are infused with skincare. There are 36 new shades. I'm looking for 36 foundation models for my portfolio, and I'm having a matching clinic soon, and I'd be honored to have you as a model. Let me know if you're in. Okay, just a very simple basic script, no dates or times because people can have objections to those, and you want to start off with like just excitement for what you're offering to them. And so then here's the flyer that you can use. And ideally, you're finding 36 people in all of these shades and building a portfolio where you have a before when she has no foundation on, and then an after with her matched foundation. And you have a before and after foundation portfolio with these 36 models. Now, realistically, you're probably going to get multiples in certain colors, and it's going to be harder to find other colors, other shades. But working on this 36-person model portfolio, I thought was a really fun idea and a hook and a way and a fun offer to make people to book sessions. And remember, foundation is the gateway to skincare. Okay, if they're not already on skincare, foundations like opens the door to then have a skincare conversation. There is everything you would want to know about the foundations on this link here. Actually, Jenny Teagle, she's a director who created this. So if you click this, it takes you to a page where you have all the flyers, all the content, all the information. And I just stuck a couple fun flyers here for you guys to use. Okay, now we've got seminar, guys. That is a tic-tac-toe box on the second week of June is to register for seminar and come with us to Fort Worth. Just some notable things to know is that Mary Kay did, uh, it is now shorter. Instead of a 4-day, it's really just a 3-day, and it's really just 2.5 days. It's 2.5 days of seminar. And they pared down the schedule without taking away anything significant. Okay, so it's all the same things we know and love, all the training we know and love, and the general sessions and the energy and the awards, but just a little bit shorter. And so, and I hope this makes it more accessible. That is my thought, is that this is going to make it more accessible for people because it's just a little bit shorter. Okay. So that's an important thing to know. The other important thing to know is that the reward party, which used to be called the royalty reception, is now called the reward roundup, and more people can go. So in the past, it's always been for court achievers, so national court, um, sales and sharing, unit clubs, Miss Go Give nominations. Well, now it's for all-star consultants. Okay, so your all-star consultant, you get access to that. Now it's for Rise and Radiate, who did it 6 months in a row. Now directors who achieve Rise and Radiate at the 10, 20, or 30% growth mark can go. And then march to top 10 My Shop Challenge and hop to the top 10 My Shop Challenge. Okay, so it's just far more accessible, which is exciting because more people are going to be going to that. We'll do so Monday you could fly in or first thing Tuesday. That's up to you with how you like to travel. You could fly in anytime on Monday or first thing Tuesday, and Tuesday it kicks off with all the things. And that evening we'll have our area awards gathering. For that, we're going to do a casual country girl chic attire theme just to match being in Cowtown. So that's going to be our attire theme that night. So here's the flyer with those details. So that is seminar, my friends. And then once we are all finished with this, you would actually submit which tic-tac-toe challenges you completed. And it really just goes through all of them and you click yes or no. Okay, and that's how we're going to do recognition. And that's how you'll get your invite to the Intro to Color Analysis class. And then with the face models, guys, the other thing we're doing with the face models is any foundation model that you do this month gets entered to win a free foundation from me. Okay, so you do a foundation session, you do a matching, ideally a before and after picture of her. You enter her to win a free foundation from me. Then, when we collectively as an area do 100, okay, so if we hit a 100 mark between all of us submitting these foundation model entries, I will give away a prep to set. That's about $200 in retail product. And that's all her foundation things, from her foundation primer to her silky setting powder to her under eye corrector, her concealer, her what else? Her foundation shade, of course. So that is something you can share and use as incentive for booking foundation sessions. Okay.
Can I get a swing for my birthday?
Yeah, we'll put it on your list.
Okay, Mom.
His birthday's in January, and he's constantly always telling me what he wants for his birthday. like every day. Can I get this for my birthday? I'm like, add it to the list, buddy. We'll see if we remember. We'll see what we remember come January and what you're interested in. Okay, so that is this. So this is a board's link I'm going to share that just has all the resources. And guys, it should have these tic-tac-toes, but I don't know. There's something glitchy going on. But when I share it, you'll see the tic-tac-toes in the flyer. Okay, so I think I covered that. Let me talk real quick about foundation, and then Kara, I'm going to turn it over to you. Let me talk real quick about foundation. If you have been a part of Shockwave, you've probably heard me talk a little bit about this. If you join our gyms, as a director or consultant, we've touched base a little bit on this, but let me just give you a quick, like, kind of crash course on things I feel like you need to know. And really, I just want to create excitement for you guys. This is a massive, let me actually stop sharing this. This is such a massive product launch for us and such a massive upgrade. And there's so much opportunity to work with your current clients, to get new clients, to really maximize the fun, the excitement, and the elevated product that we now have to offer. So I want to get you excited about it if you're not excited about it already, and want to help you get things on your date book and make sales, because this is an opportunity. First of all, there are 2 clinics coming up. I wish they would have had them already, but they haven't. It's Lori Hogg and Robert Jones, 2 of our favorites. They're both doing clinics in June. I've registered for both of them. I'm going to attend both. Because I feel like they're just like the leading people and the best people to train and teach on this. And I literally cannot wait to hear what they have to say and their take on it and their opinion of it. And they're both making their own conversion charts that will include all of our foundations. And so when you register for it, my understanding is you have access to it. So we will keep learning together from them. But here's what I feel like you need to know right now. Our flawless face category is number 2 next to skincare. Okay, so skincare is our number 1, like obviously. Our flawless face, so not just foundation, it's all the flawless face category, is number 2. And like I just said, it's the gateway to skincare if they're not already on our skincare. And so when you do these foundation matching sessions, yes, you're matching her foundation, but you're really introducing foundation, primer, setting, powder, concealers, under eye. You're introducing all of it. There is this beautiful prep to set flyer that the company made that I think is perfect to use at those sessions to really give them a picture of what a flawless face entails. It's more than you think. We need all the things on our face to look natural, right? To look like we're healthy and vibrant. So skinification is huge in the industry right now. It's makeup that has skincare benefits. Okay, so a lot of companies turning to this skinification concept, very trendy, very on point. We have the 3D complex, which is resveratrol, vitamin B3, and age-defying peptides. Okay, that's in our time-wise. We've known about that for a long time. These foundations have that complex in it. Resveratrol is a very powerful antioxidant, which protects the skin. And so it protects the skin from free radicals. It supports a more even skin tone, and it supports the skin's natural collagen and elastin. It is not the first step in makeup, you guys. It's the last step in skincare. And that's how you want your clients thinking about the flawless face. It's the last step in protecting their skin. And it should act as a second skin. And that is what our foundation feels like. It should feel like as if it's the second skin going on. It's very breathable. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Those are big objections to foundation, but it's breathable and feels amazing. And even if you build it, it is buildable. If you put 1 layer on, it's a medium coverage. If you put multiple layers on, it can grow to a more full coverage for people who want more full coverage. That when they did tests, 87% of women felt like their skin looked more natural. 86% said it instantly creates a smooth finish. It's more creamy, and you'll notice that just from the touch and the look of it, it is more creamy. So it creates this really, really smooth finish. 86% said it made a seamless match to their skin, and 80% said their skin looks and feels more healthy. It's new IntelliMatch technology. That's why we have 36 skin mimicking shades. So we have more shades than ever. It is sweat and humidity resistant. Okay, so not waterproof. You don't want a waterproof foundation. Nobody wants to wear a waterproof foundation, but you want it to be sweat and humidity resistant, which it is. It is so it is an all-day wear foundation. It's also transfer resistant. So like when you're taking your clothes off or giving people a hug, it's transfer resistant. So it's not going to wipe off on them. Now, if you were to scrub your face, it would come off on your clothes, but it's just like just upon touch, it's not transferring to clothes or other people's clothes. Luminous moisturizes, matte controls shine. Luminous has a dewy finish, matte has a flat finish. Okay, so you need to know some of that verbiage to be able to explain that to your clients. We have an AI foundation finder tool, which I think is just one of the ways to match somebody. I don't think it's perfect. You probably, for those of you who are well trained and have a good eye, you're probably better than the AI foundation matching tool, but it's a tool. It's a resource to add into your toolkit to help you to do it, especially if you're new to a foundation matching training. Um, 80% of women wear the wrong shade or type of foundation, and 35% don't wear it at all. And the main reason they don't wear it is because they've never found the right shade or type. And by type, like some people need a lighter coverage, some people need a fuller coverage, some people need luminous, some people need matte. So they haven't found the right shade or they haven't found the right type. A big improvement is the needle point, the needle nose. Um, it is just I'm actually amazed at how much more I enjoy it than our old one. And I never really was unhappy with the old dispenser, but now the needle, there's just more precision and you can control the amount far better and it just comes out better. And that's very trendy in the industry right now. Um, so that's a big improvement. Um, Now let's talk a little bit. I'll finish with just some training on undertones. So the first description, so light, medium, deep. So every foundation starts with that description, a light, medium, or deep. That only is talking about depth of color pigment in your skin. The less color pigment you have, the lighter you are, the more color pigment, the deeper you are. So light, medium, deep. That's a big change and also very trendy and relevant for how the industry is describing depth and foundation right now. Okay, so then the second description of our foundation is undertone. And this is where like nuance sets in. This is where like some complexity sets in because we're all a blend, right? We're all a blend of, whatever our background is. And so first is depth, second is undertone. So there are two questions I think help you the most. Um, the one is, do you burn then tan, only burn, or tan easily? Okay, burn then tan, only burn, or tan easily. Burn then tan is typically a neutral. Only burn is typically a cool. And tan really easily is typically a warm. And those are really your three main categories. I think I shared with some of you, maybe it was the Shockwave people, I forget who I shared with, that there are resources coming out in the Mary Kay world that are including peach and olive as undertone categories. And they're really kind of technically not undertone categories. Undertones are either cool, warm, or neutral. And neutral is a combination of cool and warm. And then, of course, you can go like you're a warm neutral. So you're a neutral but leaning towards warm, or you're a cool neutral. You're a neutral leaning towards cool. Those are really the only undertones. Now, there's a lot of nuance and variation within those, but technically speaking, and makeup artists would agree with this, most makeup artists don't put olive as an undertone. It's in the warm category. And they don't put peach as an undertone. That's in the warm to neutral category. Okay, so you're going to see things like that. And I think it's helpful to look at. I've enjoyed looking at them and sort of absorbing the information, but I don't think that I think it's confusing. I think it's too much detail. It's too complicated. Just keep it as cool, warm, and neutral are the main ones. So, olive is the easiest to misidentify. That's a green or kind of a green base. Peach is really a blend of pink and yellow. So you can have a real cool peach, which is going to come through more pink, or you have a real warm peach, which is going to lean more golden. So it's the undertones that I think are the learning opportunity and the learning curve for us. It's the undertones. And that is my hope that Lori Hogg and Robert Jones are going to really bring some clarity to that and have resources that are going to help you to understand the undertones. But the best way to figure it out, guys, is match faces. Just start getting foundation on faces, and you will really master this process um, of understanding how to match foundation and how to share them with your clients. So okay, with that, guys, I'm really excited to turn it over to Kara. I don't know when she started this. It's been years and years and years, but has grown it, has perfected it, is detail oriented. So she's really going to give you like the things you need to know to execute on this. And Kara, if you want me to share, would it be helpful to pull up the resources or or no? I just asked
Um,
spotlight.
yeah, so I think I might surprise you a little bit with how I plan to first share. So maybe pulling up the flyers, and even if you want like the email templates, I also have those pulled up too. But yeah, I think at the end, like a brief overview, but not quite yet
Yeah,
needed.
yeah. However you
So,
want to
okay.
do it. Do you just
Okay.
if I can help in any way, I'm
Yeah.
here. But you do it however you want to do it.
Okay. Okay, awesome. I'm giggling because you said she's so detail oriented, and I'm like, well, I'm actually going to kind of like shift gears to get started, because I think Leah nailed it at the beginning of the training and set up what I'm about to expand upon. Is your mindset and your heart posture is actually more important than the execution and the nitty gritty details of a sale like this. And I kept kind of like looking at the gallery view and looking like who was all on, and seeing so many sweet dear faces that I've known for years and years. And but then also a lot of new. And what can happen with that is for our seasoned gals who have done this a bit, have heard a training like this for a bit, I'm just going to lovingly call you out that it'll be easy for you to go off screen, multitask while I'm sharing, and let it kind of be something that goes through one ear and out the other. And then on the opposite end of that, we're going to have our new gals, or the gals who just like love the how, love the details, love the nitty gritty. You're going to get so hung up in that you're going to miss the point. Okay. So I just pray that you in this moment can identify who you are and slow down and just really lean into the message that I have for you today. And my hope is that even if just one person moves forward differently and in a more elevated way, and reaps the fruit of that, like that is my sole purpose of being invited today. Because Leah could have asked so many incredible women, and it truly was just an honor when she reached out and asked if I would do that this morning. So okay. So to put it very simply, $1,000 day is, or a year-end sale. Here we are in June. The obvious is that it has the potential to generate sales and ultimately get you closer to an end goal, whether that be a very specific goal for yourself, playing with the team, as Leah described, in your unit, also into the area. Okay. And what this means for you is that obviously you can generate more income for yourself in June, generating more clients potentially. You can play a part in those goals, be a team player. And that does not even begin to scratch the surface of what this can bring for you. At a super high surface level, you can just simply take away that executing a sale such as this literally has the ability to transform your mind and your heart and who you are. The real value is that you are making a commitment to two people, or to yourself, as well as the women that you're called to serve. You're following through wholeheartedly, and you're collecting evidence of what you are capable of what your business is capable of. You're refining a skill that will literally pay you for years and years to come. And you are stewarding and serving your clients whom God has entrusted you with. That is a heavy responsibility. God has entrusted you to serve, to be an influence, and to empower and equip the women who choose to spend their hard-earned dollars with you. So, ladies, I did a training a few years ago, and honestly, I pulled up my notes and I was half tempted to be like, Leah, I put it all out there on that training and we should just hit replay. But I also wanted to come from a fresh perspective, knowing that we have that. So Leah, if that video would maybe pertain a little bit more today, like for the nitty gritty and all the details, I honestly do think it would be beneficial to still share that, but not necessary for today, like it on this very live.
Right. And I meant to say that I have that video. And
Yes.
I'm going to add it, the boards like page I just showed everybody with the resources. It will be on there for people who need to take more of a deep dive after
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's great. So many of you know, I was the queen of the next best thing, always looking for what to do next, always on the how hunt, always spiraling into the details, always down for shocking the system, always hustling for that next goal, always striving, always looking for new. The issue is that something significant and really, really powerful was missing. And it was learning to slow down, to steward and serve those that God had already given to me, had already entrusted to me. And it took years, like literally 6 years, for me to grow up and mature and have this reality check of how to truly treat my business like a business in this manner. This business will never be sustainable nor truly fulfilling until you honor your responsibilities of stewarding the women you've been given, following through with excellence, and keeping your eyes and heart on those that you get to serve. So yes, you can call this $1,000 day, but if it's helpful, maybe even shift that language to a customer appreciation sale. Like maybe the behind the scenes language for yourself is $1,000 day. And maybe that's like moving forward, you start tracking your sales to like always beat your best. But I encourage you to literally shift your language of how you speak to the women on the other end. So hosting $1,000 day isn't about you. And dare I even say it's not about June, and it's not about the goals that we hit on June 30th. Sure, of course it is, but it's truly about the women that God has entrusted you to serve, the lifelong knowledge and skills and confidence that you're going to develop through the process, and the financial legacy that you get to build through the Mary Kay opportunity. So some of you will love the details my flyers go into. Some of you will think it's excessive and maybe overlook some things. Some of you could possibly start to shut down because it's too much. And some of you will literally fly by the seat of your pants, like you always do and always have. So let this be an opportunity, though, for self-awareness and to call yourself out in a very loving and compassionate way. If this sale resonates with you, if it makes sense, I'm not saying that it all has to work out perfectly and that you have to have all your ducks in a row before you move forward. That isn't what I'm saying. But if your heart's beating a little bit fast, if it does seem like it would be a good fit for you, decide today to be the woman that God has called you to be and pursue these steps with excellence. They are laid out before you. Like literally, that's why I'm not taking the time to go into nitty-gritty detail, because we are grown women. Grown women, and I am fully confident that you are capable of setting a 10-minute timer, distraction free, and allowing yourself to actually take the time to read the details and really let it soak in to make a plan and execute it for yourself. So when you see the flyer in more detail, think of it as I am literally taking you by the hands and walking step by step, truly just wanting you to experience the fruit of what is possible on the other side. Because ladies, this isn't just June. This is your holiday sales. This is next year. It's the year following. It is the rest of your life. It is literally the very reason that many of us are still in the Mary Kay opportunity. Okay. So it will take you through every detail from whether to mail catalogs or not, a week-long communication process that delivers proven results. You'll see an outline that covers 10 days out, a week out, 4 days before the sale, 2 days before, the day of, even the after, and how to prepare for that. And then just before, you saw a quick overview of the flyers that break that down into detail, but then also the email templates and my flyers that I provided to Leah as well. So I'm going to leave you with 7 tips to executing a successful sale. Okay. The first one is to simply decide, like make a decision. Make a decision. When are you going to have it? And get your ducks in a row from there. Second is commit wholeheartedly. Do not go off with the burst and then fizzle out and not follow through. Commit to yourself and commit to the women on the other end that you're called to serve to finish it to completion. Follow through. Number 3, follow through with detail and intention. Again, this is not the time to fly by the seat of your pants. If you are choosing to do this, choose to do so with intention, detail, and excellence. Number 4, learn from your execution. If you have not a single client, it might sound ridiculous, but by doing so, you choose to put systems in place. So then when the holiday season comes and you have 10, 50, 100, 200, etc. clients, you will already have the foundation laid out for yourself. So use this as a learning opportunity through your execution. You're not going to learn by observation. You're not going to learn by just reading the flyer and not doing anything with it. Ask yourself, what went well? What did I really love? What didn't go well? What was a hot mess? What fell through the cracks? What mishaps possibly happened? What changes do you want to make for the next time? I think I'm on 5. Okay. Number 5, take notes. Take notes. I love the Notes app on my phone. You can title it like 2026 Customer Appreciation Sale. Jot down all your notes. If you're finding yourself sending a very similar message to multiple people, or even some of the templates that I provide in the detailed flyer, you can put it in there. So it makes it really easy for copy and paste. And I'm sure there's even girls who are a lot more tech savvy than me and know a shortcut, but that's what works for me. And I like to have it as reference to refer back to for my next sale. But do not trust yourself to remember these details is what I'm trying to tell you. So take notes and save them. Number 6 is refine. Refine from what you've learned, tweak, and do so not from a posture of guilt or shame or disappointment or frustration, but rather the pursuit of excellence and viewing it as like, this is literally just the beginning. And then lastly, number 7 is repeat. with the intention that come the holiday season, you literally have this at your fingertips to execute again, do it again next June, do it again the following holiday season. And I promise you, with that paired with solid quality, heartfelt customer service, you won't feel the need to do sales left and right. It won't be necessary. And you will literally find more joy in the process, more fruit because of it. Like you will literally love your Mary Kay business and find yourself on your knees in gratitude, because how could it be this simple and this light and this incredible, incredible?
That's so good, Kara. That's so good. So refreshing. You led with the heart posture. And then, and I think what I want you guys to really hear that she said is that this is not just like a one-time thing to kick off June and like, I'm going to try it. I hope you really caught the picture that Kara painted, that this can be a rhythm in your business, a system in your business that is life-giving to you and your family and very life-giving to your customers. And Kara's the first person I ever heard say in Mary Kay years ago that she does 2 sales a year. She does the June customer appreciation, and then she does the holiday, Pink Friday, Black Friday timeframe. And that's it. And it's not all these sales in between, but does twice a year and has just experienced so much fruit from that rhythm in her system, in her systems, and loyalty from her customers. So don't treat this as like, I'm just going to try this. Like follow those 7 steps she gave you. Use this as like the experiment, the first try. If you've never done this before, it's like this is the first try of like years to come of a system that you can refine and repeat and get better at and learn from and use to grow your business. So good, Kara. So good. So I'm going to close up by saying you have now finished 2 boxes. If you were on this Zoom, whether live or if you watch the recording, you finished 2 boxes of your first tic-tac-toe. One of them was listen to $1,000 Day training, which Kara just did. And then we're going to put her more detailed, like if you got to go into the nitty-gritty and know who you are. She explained who you could possibly be very well. You're either going to shut down reading the nitty-gritty or you're going to be empowered by it. So know who you are, know how you roll. And we're going to offer the nitty gritty if you really need it. And we have a training that Kara did in the past with that we're going to put on our page. And so that link and all the resources is going to go out today. So that at your fingertips, you can have everything you really need to execute on this promotion, on the $1,000 Day or customer appreciation sale, on the foundation matching. Oh, and the other box you checked off was the foundation training. So that we talked about, and again, the page goes into more nitty-gritty things. And if you're somebody who needs even more information, you've got Lori Hogg and Robert Jones. But regardless, if you listen to this, you can check that box. So out of 8, you have done 2 already. So 6 more to go this week. And then we're going to do the next crop of tic-tac-toes the following week. And any questions you have or like, ooh, how do I do that? You're going to find it on the boards page. So you're gonna have all those resources. Just want you to feel like equipped and empowered to really do all this, guys. Okay, so we're gonna beat our best. We're not gonna sell, we're gonna add value. We're gonna impact people's lives. We're gonna be transformed as we do this. I could not be more excited for the month and just excited and grateful to be on this journey with you guys. And just a huge thank you to Kara. Thank you for the time you invested. Thank you for blessing us. That was excellent. So excellent. So, all right, guys, with that, let's go have a powerful day. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.